Thank you for joining me for yet another unboxing video, and today we have more RPG goodness. We're talking Wondrous one-shots. For more information, go to wondrousoneshots.com, and of course, we're talking Dungeon in a Box. As you guys know, I've continued on with my subscription for this product. Comes out once a month. It's like 25 bucks or whatever it is. And inside, you usually get a new module, some skinny minis, and a bunch of maps that would go with the adventure of the month. So that's why they call it Wondrous One Shot. So let us crack this bad boy open and see what kind of goodness we have inside the box. Again, we've got some paper, and then we have the actual guts on the inside. Take this, put this to the side. Again, this is for the month of July 2025. Again, for more information, all you gotta do is go to www.wondrousoneshots.com. So we have a couple different things. We have our rule book, we have some cards, we have some skinny minis. Let's start right off the bat here. Oh, we got some leftover plastic. Let's put that over here. And let's get the bad boy open. So let's see what we got here. Sometimes this stuff is a little tricky to open. Oh, there it goes. Got it. Yeah, these little bags are tricky to open. All right, see what we got here. Put the cool bag on the side. That's one of the maps. Or the map, I should say. Again, it starts off with your adventure, which is called Ember Winds by Dungeon in a Box. So Ember Winds is the module of the month. Let's take a look what it says. Prepare to take your table into this wondrous one-shot. Welcome to the Dragon Riding Academy. Your party has enlisted into the prestigious Flamecrest Dragon Riding Academy. You must complete your training and bond with a dragon, all while dealing with the emergence of rivals and love interests as you rise through the ranks. This wondrous one-shot is intended to be played as a standalone adventure compatible with 5e. It means Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition and 2024 updates. Use a ceremonial dragon den and aerial assault battle mats to run the adventure presented in this one shot. Again, for more information, go to dungeoninabox.com. Now, before we even get started, just a reminder that this is used, again, the characters, how I use the one-shots on a monthly basis, basically I use this as a side quest for my characters. So as they're going along their regular adventure, this is something that, we get tired of doing that adventure. We take the characters and we submerge them into this once a month into their adventure here. So if they get hurt in here, get killed in here, or anything they get in here, the experience that they gain from these adventures do not transcribe into the other adventure. Same thing, what they have over there is not used here. It usually tells you what level these are for as well. So also, this is for a level 3-4 character. So if I have a level 7-8, I don't use this adventure. I only use it for level 3-4. So that's kind of how I use these. Just you don't. Now, do you have to do it that way? No, but it's totally up to you. You could also create some level 3-4 characters real quick, and then you could also submerge them into this as well. Totally 100% up to you. So here we go. So let's take a look. It says Adventure Overview. Ember Winds is an adventure designed for a party of 3 to 4, level 3 to 4 characters, optimized for 6 players. Okay, so there it is. You got your little background information. You got the Flamecrest Academy again. The Eternal Flame Pillar down here gives you information again. For more information is dungeoninabox.com. Reading the entries. A Dark Secret Origin. The Windborn Legion, you got your plot and the hook, your background information, role-playing guide, the academy officials, different academy, so you arrive at the academy. Again, I do not want to give away any information from this. Location guide, so it looks like you have a central courtyard, floating islands, barracks, officers tower, an armory, a hatchery, an archives tower, and dragon pits and gardens. So you got that right there. Again, some characters you're going to run into. You have some non-player characters. Training begins. The Ember Trials. capture flags, red dragon, academy downtime events. Got some traders, Sulthrum Awakening, whatever that means, ceremonial dragon den, the final assault, the dragon bestiary. So these are the different dragons that will be part of your adventure. You got Ratham, a red dragon. You've got Shivron, a silver and blue dragon. Then you also have Uldar, which is a gold dragon. And then you have Hurach, a green dragon. Solum, a purple dragon. And then you have Faetula, a pink and blue dragon. And then it gives you your map guides in the back here, which is a ceremonial dragon den. And you also have, it says here, Aerial Assault Battle. The Eternal Flame Pillar is the letter E. So again, it gives you background about the two maps that are, the map, which is front and back, that comes along with this adventure. So again, then there's the back of that. So that's included in our adventure, our Dungeon in a Box for the month of July 2025. Then we also going to open our maps up again. These are nice. They do not have that slick sheen to them, so I do not believe they're dry erased, so please do not write on the maps. That's a bad idea if you get them. I mean, you can if you want to, but it will damage your map. But they are nice and thick, which I really love to see as well. Then you got to fold these up just a little bit so we get that chance to enjoy it. So there we go, right there. Just gonna push this stuff to the side real quick. I feel like my camera's just a little bit off centered, so sorry about that, guys. I gotta move the camera real quick. So we're gonna show you the whole map that we have here. So as always, we'll start at the bottom and work our way around. So again, they're all set up with squares, which are 1-inch squares. And as usual, 1 square equals 5 inches. So the reality is that this type of adventure, you can use it for Dungeons and Dragons characters, or you can use it for Pathfinder, or you could use it for any type of role-playing system that you'd like to use it for. Totally up to you whether you want to use it for science fiction or you want to use it for fantasy. Obviously, it's based around fantasy themes, but you could use it for whatever you'd like to use it for. Again, I tend to use it for a side quest, which does not impede the regular quest that they're on currently. So there you go, rolling through and taking a look at it. Very, very cool map. I'll lay it down flat. So this is the Dragon Den, basically. This is where they live and breed and have fun. And maybe have the competition here. Making our way around this way, and there's your center point. And we're right back to the beginning where we started, and then we're going to flip the map over. And this is where the actual battle, aerial battle, takes place. So we'll start at the bottom, as we always do. So 1 inch equals 5 feet. Again, you can see the squares very much so. They're 1 inch squares. Let me show you the second part of the map. Those fold pretty easily back. The second part of the map. And the third part. Again, where the flame would be is the center point of the map. And then we have the fourth part of the map, the fourth fold, as they say. And there we have it. So it appears, let me just count it real quick. So it looks like to me there's, let's see how large these maps are. So you got it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So 18 by 24 map. So again, we'll start at the bottom just so you can see the whole map as it's laid out. Then we'll head to the east. Again, we'll show you the center point. Heading up northwards. Northern section. And then we're going to make the turn. Going down the west coast. And there's your center point again. And back to where we started. That shows you the complete map. So I'm going to take this and flip it back to this side here, which was the actual home of the dragon. So we'll put that right there. And we already showed you the map, and we also get the book, which is included in the baggie that comes in. Put that right away again. We also get some cards for each of the different dragons, which is cool. Which I showed you already inside the back of the book, but they have a printed out card for you. So there's your Harwich, your Solemn, your Ratham, your Faetula, Aludar, and Shivron. And again, you flip them over, they give you all the information you're going to need to know. The armor class, their hit points, their flying speed, charisma, wisdom, intelligence, constitution, dexterity, and their strength, and what their bonuses are for each of those. Background fluff information, tier 1 powers, tier 2 powers, and tier 3 powers. So again, if you're a lover of dragons, this dungeon in box is definitely for you. And again, all the cards are set up identically for each of the dragons. Again, it's a contest that you were jumped into. I'm not sure whether they tell you which dragon or you do pick a dragon. I'm not quite sure how that works, but you get your cards there as well as the map and as the rule book as well. You also get yourself some wonderful skinny minis. And these are hard plastic. Now again, one complaint I have about Dungeon in Box is the fact that they do not give you enough bases every time they give you a new sheet of skinny minis, which means it's an extra add-on, which I don't particularly care for. But again, because once you build them, you kind of want to keep them together, even though you can store them flat like this, which is, you know, nice thick plastic that they come in, and they're very vibrant. As you can tell, they're absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Really, really awesome. As you can tell. They give you NPCs, they give you main characters, they give you all that cool stuff. And they're really, really beautifully done, as you can tell. Beautifully, beautifully crafted, beautiful artwork, vibrant colors, everything you could do. Now again, what I love about skinny minis, which is like standees, except obviously they're only a little thicker and they're plastic, is the fact that these bad boys, they're just beautifully done. And when you flip it over, the backs are different. It's the actual back of the creature, because the facings do matter in this game very much so. Or a pawn like that you would get from Starfinder or Pathfinder has a circle on the bottom, which it's 2 different colors, which tells you which is the front facing, which is the back facing. But here it tells you automatically. You don't need dots or anything like that. But I love the fact that they really do a great job with the minis, and that's really their main reason. One of the reasons why you're going to pick this up, not necessarily the main reason, but it's really, you know, when you put in the expense of the box, this is what you're looking forward to getting to. Again, the fact that they don't have bases when they send it to you is not necessarily problematic, unless this would be, if this was your first one that you purchased, you'd be a little ticked off because then you can't even play the game because you don't have the bases for them. But again, you could always pick them up more online. A sheet of bases. So again, let's open this one up here as well, which is always fun to do. Of course, here are the dragons that need to be tamed. I believe that was the mission of the adventure. So here we go. You have your gold dragon. Again, beautiful. You have a fireball, it seems like, and it has their names. As you can tell, when you go real close, you can see their name. There's your Aladar. There's your Solemn, which is your purple dragon. You got a red dragon here. Ratham. So when you pop them out, you know exactly where to put them back at. Then you have your one here, which is Fetula. Then you have your blue dragon over here, which is really cool. Shiram. And then you have your green dragon, which is Horarch. So there are all your dragons with their fireballs and their mystics that they're throwing. Each of them are throwing. You got green, blue, and 2 reds, which are really cool. And again, if you flip this over, you get the back side of those, or the side views of the creatures. So the front and backs are pretty much the same on these. A little bit different. Oh, those backs are different there. You can tell it's the red one. You can tell it's the purple one. It's a side view for this one up. And you can tell it's the back because you can't see it. The face is obstructed. This one here, still a side view, and this is a side view as well, and that one's back. There you are. And you get 2 cool baggies to keep those in, to protect those as well. So what do we get in this month's this month's Wondrous one-shot Dungeon in a Box? You get your 2 sheets of plastic skinny minis. You get your 5 or 6 cards for your dragons. You get your rule book, which has all the information about how to play the adventure, and also gives your character information and information about the events and everything else that's going to take place during this one-shot adventure. And you have the double-side map. One side is basically the where the dragons live, and the other one is where the aerial assault will take place, which is the second part of the adventure. So it's a 2-part adventure. So there you go. That's everything that's included, and this concludes our unboxing of this month's, which is July 2025, Wondrous one-shot subscription, brought to you by Dungeon in a Box. For more information, you can go to dungeoninabox.com, or you can go to wondrousoneshots.com. Either way, you'll find this individual adventure for sale there. So as always, thank you so much for joining me for this unboxing video. It's truly appreciated. If you enjoyed the video, you could always click on that like button, and also leave a comment below. You can also hit that you can also subscribe to the page. This way you're kept up to date as to any time we release new content to the page. As always, thank you so much for joining us. Be safe, be well, enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll catch you on the next unboxing video.